Big Ten resisted a conference tournament a long time ago, but in 1998, the conference finally decided to try it out. The quality of basketball has been very good. Ohio State and Michigan State are two powerful national programs, and they've combined to win 9 Big Ten tournaments. The Big Ten tournament faces a very interesting situation. Wisconsin has not won the tournament since 2008, but the Badgers are clearly the best team in the league this season. A few teams that were not expected to contend for the league championship managed to finish in the top 4 of the conference. There are some possible semifinal and championship matchups that no one expected before the season began. The number 1 seed is Wisconsin, followed by Maryland, Michigan State, Purdue, Iowa, and Ohio State at 6th. At 7th is Indiana, followed by Illinois, Michigan, Northwestern, Minnesota, Nebraska, Penn State, and finally Rutgers. This is a neutral site tournament played in Chicago. The first round involves seeds 11 through 14. The second round involves seeds 5 through 10 plus the first round winners. The quarterfinals introduce the top 4 seeds, which receive double byes through the first 2 rounds. When betting the Big Ten tournament, the first thing you'll see is a list of each team along with the odds next to their names. Teams will either have a plus sign next to their odds or a minus sign. The team with the smallest number is the favorite, including negatives. And then, as the positive numbers increase, these are all teams deemed to have a smaller and smaller chance to win. The odds makers set these lines based on how talented the teams are, how they're coached, previous successes, injuries, home court advantages, and many other factors. So if you're looking at the lines and you see the Wisconsin Badgers as the favorite, they might get a price of minus 250, which means you'll have to bet $250 on the Badgers to win $100. If you want a team with who offers a bigger payout, you'll have to look through the underdogs. Let's say you go with Iowa and their odds are plus 275. That means if you bet $100 on them and they end up winning the tournament, you'll take home $275 in profit. Naturally, you don't have to bet in $100 increments, but this is just the way the odds are set up so that it's clear who is favored. There is only one favorite, and that's Wisconsin. The Badgers won the league by multiple games over Maryland, finishing 16-2 in a major conference. That's very hard to do. Wisconsin lost one of its games to Maryland, and the other was to Rutgers on an evening when Frank Kaminsky, the team's best player and Player of the Year candidate, was out of the lineup. Wisconsin is 28-3, a team worthy of contending for the Final Four and the national championship. Only a few teams are really equipped to go all the way, not just make the Final Four. There's a chance for Michigan State to make the move at this tournament, and also for Ohio State. These are the 2 most successful Big Ten tournament teams. They have won more than any others, and they have strong coaches who know how to get more out of their players at tournament time. No one is expecting Michigan State or Ohio State to win this tournament against Wisconsin, but they are expected to give Wisconsin a real fight. Wisconsin just doesn't do well at the Big Ten tournament, but the teams that would play the Badgers are either not that good, like Illinois, Purdue, and Iowa, or injured, like Michigan. Wisconsin should definitely get to the final, and if the Badgers do make the final, they'll want to take care of business. Pick Wisconsin, and don't go against the grain in this tournament. Don't forget that the Bang the Book Betting Center is your best resource for information before you make your weekly assault on the sportsbooks.